For Around the Ozarks in 5, brought to you by Talking Rocks Cavern. Explore the beauty above and below ground at Talking Rocks Cavern. The Springfield Greene County Park Board reminding you to go play. And Roto-Rooter Plumbing and Drain Service. Call Southwest Missouri's best plumber today for a free estimate. Here are your hosts, Ethan and Sarah Forhetz.
And here we are on a Tuesday. Hope your week is going well. And we will do what we always do and start out with some news to get you going.
Here we go. A man is in police custody in Pulaski County accused of intentionally hitting a deputy's patrol car. The 33-year-old refused to stop for a traffic stop in St. Robert and instead put his car in reverse and purposefully backed into the patrol car, then took off onto I-44. That man was arrested in Phelps County, and the deputy, fortunately, was not hurt. 2 juveniles are accused of robbing 3 people at the Battlefield Mall and shooting at them. It happened over the weekend. 3 teenagers apparently were sitting in one car when 4 people came over and tried to rob them. The 3 teens took off and then the robbers attempted to shoot at them as they were driving away. No one was hit or hurt. 2 of the 4 would-be thieves have been arrested. Pretty wild.
Yeah, that is crazy. Right there at Battlefield Mall, which is a popular place this time of year.
As I say, especially this time of year, I'm sure it was very busy this weekend.
Yeah. Some Missouri lawmakers want to increase the pay of teachers in the state. There are currently 2 bills pre-filed in the legislature that would raise the starting salary of teachers in Missouri to $38,000 from $25,000 where it is currently. The hope is that it would greatly help with retaining current teachers and recruiting new teachers to the state. Meanwhile, the school district in Branson is adding to its security force. The Branson School District adding 4 school protection officers. These are officers who will be armed. They are well-versed in crisis management, conflict resolution, security, surveillance, those types of things. The district already has a director of public safety and 4 school resource officers. So now 8 officers combined in the Branson district.
City Utilities is moving to add to its drinking water supply. If approved by the Army Corps of Engineers, CU would purchase storage space for an additional 9.5 billion gallons of water. CU currently has 16.2 billion gallons of space in Stockton Lake. The move is intended to support the water supply during drought conditions and secure the water supply far into the future. The cost of the new space would be about $15 million. Work is underway on Paul Mueller Company's $4 million expansion in Springfield. That's exciting. Phase 1 expansion is happening at the campus at Kansas and Chestnut and will add 11,000 square feet of manufacturing space. Paul Mueller makes stainless steel tanks to hold liquids and gases. Phase 1 should be complete in about a year.
Yeah, I noticed that the other day. I drove by there on Kansas and thought, wow, something's going on over there.
It's been a minute since I have looked. I mean, I think I've driven there, but I have not looked around. But yeah, that's really cool for them.
State of Kansas is trying hard to get the Chiefs to relocate there. This is interesting. We know the Royals will be leaving the complex that houses Arrowhead in the next several years for a new home somewhere. They haven't decided yet. So now they're trying to get the Chiefs to move as well. Kansas trying to make them an offer they can't refuse. We'll see what happens. Meanwhile, a Kansas City legislator will host a town hall next Tuesday so the public can find out more and ask questions about the future of their beloved football team.
That would be really wild. That would be wild.
To move out of the state of Missouri into Kansas, yeah. It'd be a big deal.
Yeah.
But that complex, I mean, it's going to be half vacant here in the next several years when the Royals move.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Now to this, perhaps it's a sign of the time. It seems more people are once again turning to gold instead of trusting the American dollar. Gold prices are at a record high, $2,100 an ounce. Experts expect that gold prices will continue to climb well above $2,000 into next year. Very interesting. How about this? For discounted shopping for Christmas, Amazon, this is awesome. Amazon is helping college students get home for the holidays, especially if you have to fly. The company offering 3,000 of its Prime student members domestic flights for the holiday season for $25.
Wow.
That's amazing.
That's great. Yeah.
That's amazing. Yeah. The discounted flights will be available starting at 8 a.m. today. So hopefully you're watching this early and you see this before 8. If not, if you have a college kid who has to fly home, you need to let them know. 1,000 flights will be offered each day for 3 days. So today, tomorrow, the next day. Members who miss out will be able to get a promotional code, but that will only get you $25 off a flight.
Big difference.
Big difference. This is Amazon trying to take over the world, kind of like Walmart. I mean, they offer everything now.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm not familiar with Amazon's flight scheduling ticket system.
I mean, it's
maybe that's new.
I
Maybe this
think
is
it
to
is
get
new,
attention.
and I think it's the same thing. What was it that we did the story on a few months ago? Walmart was like offering like a vet care clinic or something. I mean, at least they're piloting that, testing that at some locations. So I think that this is a pretty darn good introductory thing for Amazon, assuming that nothing gets double booked, which on an airline, I guess it's different. But the problem with finding hotels on like a third party vendor is that you get double booked. It's happened to me twice in big cities. Ugh. Where
Yeah,
I
I had
booked through
that
like
problem.
hotels.com or something. And then I get to
Yeah,
the site and they're like, oh, yeah, you used a third party site. And as it turns out, we were already full, but they still sold you the room. And then it's a
right.
mess. I mean, I got my money back, but then I was like, 9 p.m. by myself in Memphis. It's pitch black outside. I got a race that starts at 5 a.m. And
Right.
anyway,
Yeah. That
it's
same
happened to me
thing happened
twice.
to
It happened to me in Tulsa too.
it happened to me in Tulsa with the girls, and I were there for a swim meet, and we're driving around at 9:30, 10 at night trying to find a place to stay because there were a lot of people there for the swim meet and other stuff.
Yeah. So I'm sure hotels will be different through a third party site than flights. Flights are obviously a little bit more secure,
Well,
but
but they
interesting.
always overbook those.
Yeah, we shall see. All right.
Hey, if you're in the Christmas spirit, here's a way to act on it. Rogersville is giving you a great opportunity. Chamber of Commerce there is hosting a blanket drive going on now through December 15th. That drop-off location is right there at the Chamber office in Rogersville. And you can also stop by and make cash donations if you'd prefer. But the goal there is to just try to keep neighbors warm during the winter.
Oh. It's a very Grinchy Christmas. Meanwhile, at the Discovery Center, kids can explore Whoville and write a letter to Santa, see the Grinch, lots of photo opportunities, and explore more than 60,000 square feet of hands-on STEM activities. That's exciting. So they can see the Grinch and learn a thing or two. Kids can meet Santa every Saturday from 10 to 2. The Grinch will be there Saturdays and Sundays from 11:30 until 1:30. Again, all at the Discovery Center in Springfield.
Our kids, yet again, watched The Grinch last night. You were away speaking for a
I was
while, and
speaking,
they were
yes.
watching The Grinch.
Well, it's interesting because I don't know where they get their love for the Grinch. Not a fan. I want anyone for Christmas but the Grinch. So, I don't know.
Well, I think already here, what are we, December 5th?
Yeah.
They've already seen every Christmas movie at least 3 times.
Yeah. I mean, I do
Pretty
enjoy Christmas movies with the kids and hot chocolate. You can't beat it. There's coming a day
Yeah.
where they won't be in our house anymore. They're going to be catching a flight home, so
Friday night,
enjoy
it
it
was
while it
funny.
lasts.
Right before it got dark, I had a bright idea because it wasn't too cold. So I thought, hey, I can get my fire pit out and I can start a fire and we can sit out there and have some hot chocolate and just hang out for a little bit because it wasn't, I don't want to, if it's really cold, I'm not going to do that. So the kids were like, all right. So they got me some firewood and I started the fire, and literally as soon as the fire started, we got all the supplies, it started sprinkling, and then it started raining pretty hard. So we looked out there and like, oh, that fire's raging pretty good.
Yep.
we never sat out there and enjoyed it.
Yes. And then my friends, Katie and Carrie, dropped me off after the Memphis half marathon, and we saw the fire pit going strong. And no one enjoying it.
No one enjoying it. But it raged pretty good after we came inside.
It's
So
funny
that's
that it was you because I've always known you to check the weather. So my assumption when I just first saw it was that it was Griffin. I was like, that would be my boy starting a fire.
right.
But I was wrong. It
Um,
was my other boy
yeah, I didn't. I
who
was
has
pretty
the weather at
confident.
his fingertips.
I was pretty confident just based on the current weather at the time that I started it, that the weather is going to be fine for a fire pit evening. But within 15 minutes, I was
Yeah.
dead wrong.
Bummer.
Yeah.
All right. Well, have a great Christmas time. And yeah, you got 20 more days to enjoy the fire, drink some hot chocolate, and go shopping.
And it'll be warmer than normal this week. You can
I
check
know.
out Wake Up Weather with Abby Dyer coming up.
Sit outside.